Anytime that comes down to representation, be it a civil case and particularly a criminal case, the question is always, can I afford an attorney? And I want to say two things about that I think that'll help fashion your thought. I think the argument is completely the opposite. You cannot afford to not have an attorney. The question is not if I should have an attorney or not. The question is, how am I going to afford an attorney or not? Particularly as it relates to criminal law, because you can lose your life, liberty, or property. There's a safeguard in place, a constitutional safeguard. It's given to you in the Miranda warnings that if you can't afford an attorney, one will be appointed to represent you at no cost to you. So if you cannot afford an attorney in a criminal matter, a public defender will be appointed to you. It's not so in civil matters. Generally, the lower court's not going to give you an attorney. Some instances, if there's a child custody, or not child custody, but I should say a dependency hearing or something like that, the court could appoint counsel in those issues. But generally, for a criminal matter, the judge will appoint you a public defender because that's a constitutional right for you. You get a lawyer to represent you. If you don't, it's ineffective assistance of counsel. You went through this without a lawyer. You can deny that lawyer. If you want to represent yourself, which I don't recommend, you can have advisory counsel while you try it on your own. There are a number of things in there, but generally the court's going to appoint a lawyer to you. The question is, do you want a private lawyer or do you want a public defender? And again, we have other discussions out there that we've had regarding the difference between a public defender and a private lawyer. If you're thinking to yourself, I want a private lawyer, you're probably going to be in better hands with a private lawyer. They got more flexibility, they have less caseload, they can put more attention and resources into it, but it's not free. Find a lawyer that'll work with you as far as a payment plan is concerned, and get creative about getting funds together. There are a number of things that you can do to gather up finances and to work out payment arrangements so that you can get representation that you're comfortable with. I've been behind the prison walls in this state plenty of times, and I've talked with inmates and folks that have been convicted in post-conviction relief matters, and I hear quite often, man, if I would have had a different lawyer, man, if I would have had different counsel, I would have fared differently in this. You don't be that person. Do what you need to do now. Again, you're saying I can't afford to, well, I'd say you can't afford not to hire the lawyer that you're comfortable with so that you can get the best outcome. And so call our office. We work with criminal clients all the time regarding criminal matters, and we'll work with you. And there are other lawyers that'll do it as well. So you call, get a hold of a lawyer. You make sure you're comfortable and confident with the counsel that you have, regardless of what the criminal charges are.